afraid of the bounce. See, when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R's the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. The punter, Jake Bailey, on to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Ready, break! Let's go!
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 19, Tiger, 19, 7 Tigers, 7 Tigers.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On first down, it's Richardson. That one complete to Pierce.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Colts 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Taylor. Taylor up 1st down and more. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On 1st down, here's Milton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. In motion, it's Waddle. To the air on 3rd down is that's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards, marked with 29. 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now.
They'll go again here with Taylor. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. On play action, Richardson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Now he'll run. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
So, not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Here's Richardson. And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Richardson. Throw across his body is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Richardson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milton. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now the rookie out of Tennessee, it's Jalen Wright. And he'll have the Dolphins first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Back on the ground and back to Wright.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Milton. That'll be intercepted. And a good return here. He is out of bounds, up past the 30.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, faking the give. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Richardson. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go. Richardson. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. On 1st down, a run for right. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. To the air. It's Milton. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Miami. In motion, it's Waddle. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Milton going to look to throw it again. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. So the move is for the field goal unit here. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. First and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He'll get this out wide, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A carry here for Wright. Good running inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
They run again with Wright. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. And he'll be out of bounds, but he got the 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Slot receiver headed right. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun is Milton. That's going to be pulled in by Wright. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it with Milton. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Miami. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. He'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1. Here we go.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Indianapolis. On the ground, it's the tight end. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he's in! Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Colts move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's to midfield. He gets free. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 96 yards. Touchdown, Miami. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? On the give, this is Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of action.
17.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that's Going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man. That's down. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there.
That's good. Brock Colts.
Here's a run with their tight end. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does, so I don't hate the call. But great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
They'll run with Wright. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. On the give, it's Wright. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Here's 2nd and 6. A give here to Wright. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Milton. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Colts first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. That one good for 26 yards.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Let's go now.
Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. A second down throw for Richardson. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun handoff to right. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back on the ground and back to right. So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here is 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Pass right side to down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground. And fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.